Morning, Akechi. You look intense. Are you alright?
Morning, Morgana. I've been better. I'm not sure how to explain it. What are we making for breakfast today?
Well, today's a basic. Scrambled eggs and avocado toast. Have you ever smashed an avocado before?
Ugh. What kind of question is that?
A pretty straightforward one. You seem troubled. Maybe focusing on something else can help. So have you?
No.
Right. Let's start with the first step then. Get the eggs from the fridge.
And now?
Now you crack them into the bowl. 2 should do it.
Done? And now?
Oh, no shell fragments in the bowl this time. Nice! Now whisk them until the yolks and whites combine.
This is strangely therapeutic.
That's the idea. So, about what you were saying earlier, how do you feel exactly?
My head aches. I had a dream last night. Well, more like a nightmare. I saw it the night I was supposed to die. Again.
You mean the incident in Shido's palace?
Exactly. It was more vivid than ever. There was Maruki too. My head's been pounding since.
I guess it was pretty traumatic. Now heat some oil in a pan. Medium heat should do.
I'm never sure on how to work this contraption. And yes, who would have guessed? Turns out that dying shot by oneself tends to be a bit nerve-wracking.
It's a stove, Akechi, not rocket science. Turn the knob to the middle.
Fine.
Now pour the whisked eggs into the pan and stir gently.
This isn't as difficult as I thought.
Good to know. So, you felt something weird about that nightmare?
Yes, actually. It was a surge of intense feelings. Resentment, hatred, resolve. It was overwhelming.
That's strange. It really does sound like a persona awakening. But why now?
I don't know. Have you ever heard of someone awakening in a sleeping state? Sounds a bit ironic. I mean, my body never left my bed, right?
Sure didn't. It would have woken me up. We're going to figure this out, Akechi. Now onto the avocado toast.
Recipe, please, little prince.
Just smash the avocado with a fork. Peel it first.
I was about to do just that. Hold up. How do you get the stone out of this thing?
Just hit the stone with the blade, twist, and it should come right out.
It's too slippery.
Try again, but this time put a towel under the avocado for a better grip.
There. It's out. This stuff gets under the nails, though.
That's part of the cooking experience, Akechi. Now smash it and spread it onto the bread.
Who in their right mind thought, I'm going to squish this fruit onto my toast and eat it?
It's healthy. Remember, we're tackling your issues one at a time.
Ugh, the things I do. Though, I must admit, it feels satisfying to eat this kind of breakfast when you make it yourself, rather than going out for it.
That's the spirit. See, cooking isn't so bad after all.
I never said it was. I said I used to focus on more important skills. Would you be able to perfectly clean and maintain a handgun? To sneak so silently you don't even hear your own footsteps?
To mess up a perfectly laid out plan just because I like pancakes too much?
You piece of shit. Get off the counter with those filthy paws. I'll set the table.
Haha. And about your nightmare, we need to address that further. What do you remember exactly?
You're right, I can't ignore what's happening. Well, the dream started like any other. I was in front of your bunch after our fight.
It sounds significant, especially if it might be linked to a new persona. We should figure out what's going on.
It's unsettling, to say the least.
I can imagine, Akechi, but remember, you're not in this alone. Maybe your endeavors are finally starting to get you somewhere. I mean, even if you didn't confess, you came to terms with your feelings towards Akira, didn't you? That's a huge step already.
You're right, Morgana. I appreciate your support.
For now, let's eat. We can discuss this further after breakfast. A clear mind and a full stomach often make for better problem solving. Plus, you need to be in shape for this speed dating event.
Shit, I almost forgot that was today. Let's hurry then.
Dude, I can't believe you actually agreed to this. You ready for the speed dating madness?
I'm ready, Ryuji. Let's meet with these ladies and find your ideal partner.
Man, I hope it's worth it. I've got all your tips in mind. I can't mess this up, right? Let's go.
I have faith in you. I'll be watching you from my booth, and if anything goes wrong, just make the signal. Good luck, Casanova.
Oh my gosh, it's Goro Akechi. Nice to meet you.
Guilty as charged. And you're Mika, the rising star in modeling, correct? It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Aw, you've heard of me. I wouldn't have expected someone of your ilk to be engaged in speed dating. This seems somewhat mundane for someone like you, Detective Prince.
Well, a friend required a bit of moral support on his journey to find someone special. So, here I am. Although, I'm not a detective any longer.
Oh, right, my apologies. Hehe, it's a little out of left field for me too. But it's somewhat thrilling, wouldn't you agree? You're friends with Anne as well, correct? She's my rival in modeling, you know.
Is that so? How's that been progressing?
Pretty well, actually. I'm continually pushing her to strive for more.
Healthy competition often brings out the best in individuals. I'm certain Anne values it.
Without a doubt. Have you ever given modeling a shot, Akechi?
Only on a handful of occasions. It's more about the scarcity of time than anything else. I've been told I could be quite a muse for certain artists, though.
That's unfortunate. You've got the looks for it, and it could be a pleasant diversion for you. So, tell me something about yourself that's never been broadcasted on TV.
Well, I happen to have a cat. He's impeccably groomed and rather intelligent, something I believe many would find appealing.
I'm not your pet.
Oh, do you have a picture? Why keep it a secret?
It's just a recent development. Regrettably, I don't have any pictures as I see him often enough as it is.
Oh, I understand. Anyway, do tell me more about your past detective work. It must have been captivating.
Time indeed flew by, and I encountered an array of unique individuals. I gained a lot of insight, to be honest. It was tough, but also satisfying to bring the deserving to justice.
That's incredible. You're like a superhero in real life.
Haha, I wouldn't put it quite like that. I was merely doing my part to make a positive impact. Now, I'm just an ordinary guy, but I'm discovering new joys in this turn of events. Like enjoying the company of fascinating people.
Is that so? I'm curious. What do you look for in a relationship, Akechi-kun?
I've never given it much thought, but I would say someone who would push me to improve myself. Someone who can understand me on a deep level. How about yourself?
Already? Well, I think you're still amazing, even if you're not a detective anymore. Maybe one day I'll be able to make a difference too, just like you. I really hope to see you again soon on a real date.
I have no doubt you will make a difference. You're clearly passionate about your work, and that's what truly matters. As for the date, while I cannot make any promises, be assured that I really enjoyed our little conversation. Have a great day, Mika-san.
You're holding up?
So far, so good. My headache isn't getting better, though. Let's just get this over with.
Hey there, handsome. You look familiar. Have we met before?
Oh, Yasan. Always a pleasure. We may have crossed paths before in my previous line of work.
That's right, Goro Akechi. You're that detective prince, aren't you?
I prefer to leave that title behind. I'm just a regular person now.
A regular person at a speed dating event, huh? What brings you here?
Yes, indeed. A friend convinced me to try it out. It's not exactly my scene. What about yourself?
Just looking for a story as always, but I didn't expect it to involve you. So, any juicy stories you can share from your detective days?
I think I'd rather focus on the present if that's all right with you. So what do you do, Miss Oya?
I'm still a journalist! And what do you like to do in your free time now, Mr. Regular Person?
Interesting. I enjoy billiards, reading, and spending time with friends.
Friends, huh? You mean Akira and his bunch?
Yes, they've helped me see things from a different perspective.
Well, they're a fascinating group. Can't say I blame you. So, Akechi-kun, how do you feel about dating a journalist who's always a little tipsy?
I suppose there's a first time for everything. Although I must admit, I'm not sure how I feel about the constant inebriation.
Ha, fair enough. I bet you have your fair share of secrets, too.
Yes, well, everyone has secrets, don't they? What about you, Miss Oya? What do you do for fun?
Besides drinking, I love chasing down leads and exposing the truth, no matter the cost.
Those are admirable pursuits, I must say.
Ask for her business card.
It seems that we share the same passion to seek the truth at all costs. Would it be too bold of me to ask that we exchange contact details?
Yeah, of course. Here's my card. Available at any time of day or night for a juicy scoop or for a drink. I remember where I saw you now. It was at that aquarium, wasn't it? You were dating Akira-kun at that time, were you not?
Oh, looks like our time has unfortunately ended. It was really nice to see you again, Miss Oya. Perhaps we'll cross paths again in the future.
Yeah, maybe. Good luck with the dating thing. And remember, I'm always up for a good scoop.
I'll keep that in mind. Goodbye, Miss Oya. So, Kawakami-san, correct? It's a pleasure to meet you. Akira has spoken of you in nothing but the highest regard.
The pleasure is mine, Akichi-kun. I never imagined crossing paths with you at a speed dating event. What has Akira said about me precisely?
Truth be told, I never imagined myself at such an event either. As for Akira, he depicted you as a resilient woman, a skilled individual with many talents, and an excellent teacher. He certainly holds you in high esteem.
Ah, that's so. Like him. I'm merely trying my best, nothing more, but I must say I'm not as talented as you might think.
You ought to have more faith in your abilities. In your free time, what pursuits do you enjoy?
Well, I might as well tell you the truth, considering how close you and Akira-kun are. I work part-time as a personal housemaid.
Really? That is quite unexpected. What led you to take up such a position?
I have my reasons. I do really enjoy it, actually, but let's not dwell on that. Akichi-kun, what are your interests outside of work?
Honestly, my free time is quite limited, but I do have a fondness for playing chess and frequenting cafes. If I may be so bold, have you ever wished to follow a different career path?
Your tastes seem quite sophisticated, just as I expected. And yes, that is an unusual question. I suppose my greatest desire has always been to achieve financial stability, and between you and me, I happened to win the lottery 2 months ago, so my current situation is quite satisfactory.
My congratulations. Winning the lottery is quite a rare feat. Despite this newfound wealth, you've continued working?
Indeed, I have, and thank you. I strive to make the most of my time, regardless of how busy I am. I believe in hard work, although it has become much more enjoyable now that I live comfortably.
I understand that sentiment. I'm glad we had this chance to talk, Kawakami-san. I genuinely admire you.
I feel the same, Akichi-kun, thank you. And remember, if you ever find yourself in need of a housemaid, don't hesitate to give me a call.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Kawakami-san. What the?
Hi there, I'm Rumi. I don't think we've run into each other before.
You're right, we haven't. I'm Goro Akechi. Nice to meet you, Rumi-san.
You know, your name sounds familiar. Do you get that a lot? And you're pretty well dressed, almost like some sort of pop idol.
Well, that's nice of you to say. I was on TV quite a bit back when I was a detective, so what brings you here?
That makes sense then. Well, I'm just trying to meet new people. I recently moved to Tokyo by myself for school. I'm from the countryside and haven't had the best luck with love. I'm hoping a big city like this might change that, especially if there are people as charming as you around.
That's quite the adventure, isn't it? Merging into the city's life. Sorry, this is kinda awkward. I think I should leave. My apologies.
Did I say something wrong? I'm really sorry if I did, Akichi-kun. I didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable.
No, it's not you. It's just, to be honest, I'm more attracted to men. I hope you have a great day, though. Greetings, my name is Goro Akechi. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. You're Goro Akechi. I'm a Julian. I'm your biggest fan.
Thank you, Julian. Seems you're already quite familiar with me.
You bet. I've tracked all your moves. Your talents and looks have always amazed me, Akechi-kun.
Well, thanks. Your support is appreciated.
Can't believe you're here at this speed dating event. I never thought I'd see you in such a setting.
It's a peculiar tale, really. My friend Ryuji thought I could use some company, so here I am.
Ryuji as well? I've crossed paths with him a few times before. Oh, but I should be focusing on you. I can't believe what's happening right now. I must tell Angel.
I must admit, I wasn't anticipating this level of enthusiasm. You have a rather infectious spirit, Julian. May I ask who Angel is?
You deserve all this and more, Akechi-kun. But where have you been? The last news about you dates back to December. It's like you vanished. I've been really concerned. You have no idea how relieved I am right now.
Indeed, life can be unpredictable. As you might be aware, my relation to Masayoshi Shido was exposed publicly, prompting me to step back from the limelight to avoid any unwelcome attention or inquiries.
Ah, that makes sense. Are you still in detective work? What are you doing these days? And your food blog, I miss it. Also, your birthday's coming up in a month, right? Do you have any specific wishes?
Interesting queries indeed. I'm currently between jobs, but I still harbor aspirations of working within the justice system or investigative services. Regarding my food blog, perhaps someone could take up the mantle if there's a continued interest. As for my birthday, I can't say I've given it much thought.
There are many fans like me, wondering what you've been up to. I'm part of this fan forum. They would be overjoyed to know you're all right. May I tell them about our encounter and that you're doing fine? Could we take a picture together?
Well, that's...
Go ahead. He might be your own Mishima.
My what? Sure, I suppose a picture wouldn't hurt. And about that fan forum, maybe we could exchange contact details and discuss it further?
This feels like a dream. Thank you so much, Akechi. I'm truly thrilled to have met you.
Maybe because it is? Haha, just joking. I hope you enjoy the rest of the event, Julian. Greetings. Goro Akechi here, at your service. It's a pleasure.
Oh, hello there. You are the famous Detective Prince from the...
Out of my way, he's mine!
Interesting. I wasn't aware I belonged to anyone.
Oh, excuse me? And who might you be?
I'm the one who won't let him slip away no matter what.
Ah, always the theatrics with you, Akira.
This is not a game, Goro. I won't let you go. Not with her, not with anyone beside me. Akira?
What, you're not fond of sharing?
Goro, I'm serious.
Hold on. Are you two...
What's with you, Akira? You seem quite on edge.
I don't like how you interact with those people. Flirting.
Jealousy, perhaps.
It's not that. You're my boyfriend. I expect fidelity.
Well, you never made any formal declarations. You didn't need to barge in here like a jealous fool.
Perhaps I wouldn't have had to if you weren't so engaged with everyone else.
Perhaps I wouldn't have been so engaged if you'd been brave enough to declare your feelings.
Haven't my actions proven it sufficiently by now?
To me, it seems like you would be content with being, as they say, friends with benefits.
Absolutely not. Want to make it official? Fine.
What is he doing?
Your attention, everyone. Goro Akechi is Akira Kurusu's boyfriend. We are in an exclusive relationship.
Please get off the stage.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's wholesome.
Who is Akira Kurusu?
Whoa!
Wait, what? You're kidding, right?
Akechi is gay?
I'm going to murder him in his sleep, right?
No way. I thought...
Seriously, Akechi-kun.
Please pardon his indecorous behavior. He's an oaf. I barely know him.
Well, didn't see that one coming.
This is golden. Talk about an exclusive.
Dude, you swing that way? What's happening? I know what you're doing. You're just trying to get a rise out of me.
I'm merely assisting Ryuji. There's no harm in a little fun, right?
You're unsufferable.
Takes one to know one. Akira.
You two need to cool off.
Are we going to continue or not?
No, leave.
How did you figure out I was here? Ryuji, you tipped him off?
He and I have met a few times before you became best friends, you know?
Yeah, I told Akira I was coming here, but he wasn't interested, so I invited you, Akechi. But I didn't tell Akira that I invited you. But man, this is awkward as hell if you're actually a couple?
Let's take this outside.
After you. So how did you figure it out?
Take a guess.
Of course. Why did I delay that conversation with Futaba?
Hearing you flirt like that with the others, picturing their pathetic gaze full of hope, it frustrated me.
I apologize, but I fail to see how that's my problem.
You're mine, and I think you need a little reminder of that fact.
Wait,
You're mine.
God, all right.
Oh, looks like I finally got your attention, Akichi. Or should I say, Neo. Trying to break free from the Matrix, huh?
You've really been listening all along, then?
Maybe. Or maybe I bugged everyone's phones. Who's to say?
What exactly did you figure out, then?
Enough to know that you and Mona are up to something big. You're conning everyone into friendship just to power up. It's like you're some kind of evil genius. It's pretty entertaining, really. I've also heard about this metaverse and Loki stuff. I want in.
Excuse me?
You heard me. You and Mona aren't the only ones who feel like this world's a little too perfect. I want to be part of your commando, too.
You want in? This isn't a game. Futaba, this isn't some petty coding or hacking fun or mingling in parties.
But what if it could be? I mean, as I understand it, you said we all pretend here, right? Isn't that what you're doing, Neo? Don't underestimate me. I can offer more than you think. Best intel network in the world, access to my mom's research. The works.
Wakaba is Shiki's research. Futaba, what's your stake in this? You seem to be taking this lightly.
Because I'm bored and I want some real action. You seem convinced that we're all living in some kind of matrix. It's totally a sci-fi movie plot and it looks fun. Add your tragic love story with Akira on top of that, and it's blockbuster material. It's better to have me as your Trinity than dealing with an Agent Smith, right?
Fun. Right. You're close with Akira. How can I trust you won't betray me for him?
I thought you were smarter, Neo. I'm offering my help to you, not to him. Of course, you can't trust me. But then again, you don't have much of a choice, do you?
What happens if I refuse?
If you refuse my deal, I might try to hinder your little mission. Feed Akira with intel. Feed this Maruki guy with intel. Add some chaos. Trust me, you really want me on your side, Neo.
So you're not just playing the game, you're willing to play dirty. You're not exactly the innocent type, are you, Futaba?
Innocent? Maybe not. But right now, I think you need me more than I need you. You've got your secrets, too. And I also need to know if I can trust you, so we're going to strike a little deal right now. You're going to help me for a little mission.
What is this mission?
You and I, we're going to heist a casino.
A casino heist. We're leaping from the Matrix to Ocean's 11 now, I see. Wait, you're serious about this?
Absolutely. You know how many people suddenly won jackpots lately? Probably has something to do with your theory, by the way. Casinos are in chaos. This one I've picked, it's about to go under.
And that's a good thing? Taking advantage of a sinking ship?
Don't start moralizing now, Neo. The owner of this joint is a real piece of work. He's not an innocent victim. I've looked into him.
And you want what? A share of the leftovers?
Exactly. I mean, the place is practically going to disappear anyway. Might as well get a little something out of it, right?
Well, that's one way to look at it. Let's say we go ahead with this. You should know it won't be easy.
I don't want easy, Neo. I want exciting. You in?
You do realize I detest being the target of perpetual blackmail? So, Futaba, I need you to listen carefully to what I'm about to say. Do I have your attention?
Go ahead, I'm all ears.
If you want to play this game, we'll play. Your skills are undoubtedly invaluable to our cause. However, this isn't some science fiction flick or a novel. What we're doing with Morgana is very real. If you ever decide to betray us, or if we discover that you've been playing double agent, I'll make your life a living nightmare. I'll make sure you regret ever crossing paths with me. Your mother will be out of the picture, and you'll wish you'd never been born.
So intense.
This is not a joke, Futaba. If you're aware that I'm pretending with everyone, you should understand why I do it.
Fair enough. Got it. This is serious stuff. So, we have a deal?
You're sharper than I thought, Futaba, and pragmatic. Yes, we have a deal. One more thing. Were you eavesdropping when Akira and I had some private moments, too?
Would you believe me if I said I didn't?
With your warped sense of privacy, I wonder if anyone can keep a secret around you.
Guess not, but don't stress. I have my limits. And truthfully, I don't need to hear about Akira's strange fascination with dogs or your weird BDSM stuff. That's way too icky. So, you're safe.
I retract my previous statement. You're not warped, you're worse. A true chaotic neutral person. This partnership should be interesting. Hi, Ryuji. You usually text rather than call. Is everything all right?
Hey, man. I was thinking about what happened earlier today, you know? What was that all about? You and Akira?
You mean his sudden declaration. Yes, it was quite a spectacle. It was just a little prank to humiliate me, that's all. You know how he is.
But, like, you guys are just bros, right? That's what I thought. I mean, two guys, you know?
What's wrong with two men together?
I'm just trying to understand, dude. I can't wrap my head around it. So you never gave any shit about all those girls swooning for you?
It's not something you need to understand, Ryuji. It's just the way some people are. And while it was flattering, yes, I never gave them much thought.
So you're saying, nah, never mind. You're probably just messing with me. Anyway, I got a couple matches myself, you know. There were some pretty cool chicks there.
Oh, do tell.
Yeah, I got a bunch of matches, but they're not quite right.
What do you mean?
Well, they're all pretty and nice and all that, but something's missing. They're just not what I was expecting, you know?
And what were you expecting, Ryuji?
I don't know. Someone who's tough, but also really caring. Someone smart, who can keep me in line when I'm being dumb. Someone with a good sense of humor and who isn't afraid to stand up for what she believes in. Like, not just a pretty girl who agrees to everything. Do I make sense, bro?
I see. It seems like you have quite a specific type. I believe that you won't need to look too far to find someone like that. Keep your options open. You never know what might happen.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, I'll figure it out eventually. Later, Akichi. And thank you for coming today. It meant a lot, even if you were dragged outside before the end. I owe you, man.
You're welcome, Ryuji. Good night.
Night, bro.
This isn't right. Those pipes, aren't they